Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
There we go. I had to set the. Good morning, Mitzi. Oh dear me. Hello, hello. How you doing, Mitzi? Well, this is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and today is Thursday, May 23rd. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Does that mean there's only 8 days left in May? Oh, help. Yeah, that was your alarm clock. That was my alarm clock to wake up YouTube, Mitzi. Well, I want to start out my stream today. There's only a few of you watching, but that's okay because I want to start it out right away with a couple of announcements. The first announcement, am I buffering or is it's just me that's buffering? Hi, Melissa. Good morning. The first announcement has to do with the hangout that Jerry and Beth and Mary were going to do today, and it has been canceled. I'm not going to go into all the reasons why because they're rather private. But just take note, we will not be doing our hangout today. We will not be doing the one on June 20th. However, today is Thursday, and Beth is going to be streaming today uh, during the time where we would have had our hangout, sometime during the afternoon until Tanya comes on. So Beth Schuler will be streaming this afternoon sometime, so you want to watch for that. So then the second announcement is another rather sensitive one, and I'm not going to go into all the reasons why, but I am Mary, me personally, have withdrawn my participation in the Recycle Parts for Art Zoom meetings. Just to put it shortly and concisely, Jerry is coming at these meetings with very much a business perspective, and I'm not. I'm coming at it more as a personal sharing social perspective. In the past, we were able to jump over those hurdles and work together, but recently we have different ideas on the direction that the Zooms should take. And so I've just withdrawn my participation in it. I probably won't be Zooming for a while. I may do something in the future, but right now I need a Zoom break. So I will be doing Hangouts. Oh, there's Beth. She is going to start streaming at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, Beth, for chiming in on that. And so Beth gets her Thursday stream in. I'm not doing anything this afternoon. I'm clearing off my calendar of a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities. So I'm hoping to be able to come in and actually do some things with you, Beth. Participate in your streams. I want to talk about the transparent journal, though. That was kind of my hangout idea, and I'm very enthused to do that. So I'm going to be doing that. Beth and we were in Becky's chat last night, and Becky proposed that maybe she might do. I mean, she doesn't know anything about this. I mean, she just said maybe we could get together for a hangout sometime. And Beth and I were sitting there, yeah. So, yeah, I'll still be streaming like always. I'll still be doing the hangouts with whoever wants to hang out with me. So I'll still be around. I'm not going any place. It's just that I've withdrawn my support for Zoom, and I don't mean that in a ill way. It's just that we are focusing on different things, and I'm not focused in on the business side of it. I'm more focused in on the social part of it. So that said, I do want to work on my transparent journal this morning. And I have gathered some things. It's going to be very much a start. I'm kind of starting it as a project. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Let me go out to and grab a playlist, because I have a playlist on my channel that I just made public this morning. Let me grab it. And it is a transparent journal. Is not my idea. I mean, there's been people doing transparent journal and working with transparency in their art way long before I said I'd like to do it as a hangout project. So, and I have been going out to YouTube and let me go grab a, let's see, I have to go to my I have to get out of this. I have to go back to my library here and grab my playlist. Transparent videos. Let's see if I can share this. Yes. Share. Copy link. Come back into my chat. Live chat. Good morning to everybody who's watching. Let me drop this link. This is a playlist that I started when I started researching what I wanted to do for my transparent journal. And I am calling it a transparent journal. The videos in here, some call it transparent journals, some call it clear journals. Some just are dealing with different techniques, transparency techniques. But I think I have about 20 some videos in here, 23, I think, 21 or 23. Transparent journal playlist. Let me paste it in here. That should take us to it. And it does. So there's several. The one that really interested me was the second one on this list, Make It Artsy, on the PBS series by Kat Kerr. That is the video that I watched first, and I thought, oh, that would be so fun to do. I think that Kat Kerr, her video, you'll want to watch that, because she really makes it fun. So there's the playlist, and I will put that in my description box after I'm finished. What else do I want to do? I want to show you the Dirty Dozen that I did last night in Beth's Live. It's here. It's here. I can't believe how fast the month is going here. Right here. Oh, I had it marked. Here it is. You can't see it because I got a lot of gold on it. This, I'm trying to show it without it shining. My little guy up here, the last prompt was, gosh, I don't remember what it was. It was something I didn't want to do. So Becky read off pulled 3 or 4 for me. And one was something that makes you smile. And so I put a Tim Holtz paper doll on there. I said, well, Tim Holtz paper dolls make me smile. Then I colored his suit with a blue marker, but it turned green. And I'm not sure that you can see his green suit. And I go, he looks like a leprechaun. So I started smearing gold on him. And then he looks like a leprechaun that fell into a pot of gold. But the prompts were ranging from, number 1 was add dots. One of the alternatives was to add washi tape. That's what's here. I'm sorry about the glare. Just the lighting issue. One was to add words or quote. And so I added, be true to yourself and you cannot be false to any man. That's from Shakespeare. But yeah, he makes me smile because he looks like I keep getting the glare on him. He looks like a leprechaun that fell into his pot of gold. And that just kind of makes me giggle. Add hearts with one, and I added some red hearts, but then I covered them with gold too. You can't see this very well. Add lines and use black marker and let's see what else. Use red. I've got red on here. You can barely see it, and there's the red hearts. And if you look real close in here, you have to get your nose up to it, which you guys can't. My lines are in there. I had blue dots on here when I started, but then I added the white dots at the end. And stencil with purple through it. Put purple through a stencil. I had that on there, but then I kind of swished gold on there. I got to the point to where at one point in here, about the fourth or fifth prompt, everything was geometric because there was add dots and then add lines. And so for my dots, I put them all over the page, but then I started connecting the dots, just playing, connecting the dots, and it turned out geometric. And I go, I need a paint swipe. So I think it was on the prompt to add black that I used this black and gold color shift paint on here, and then it took off. It's very glary. I'm sorry about that. I have a picture of it on my community tab. But I have fun in Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozens. They are so fun to do. All of the Pick 10s and Dirty Dozens and Lisa and Beth and Becky all do those. And they're really fun to participate in. And I really have been missing them. So, yeah. Let's see what's chat going on here. Let's see. Ruth is in the house. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Ann. How are you this morning? Let's see. Let me go clear up to the top. After my alarm clock went off and I said good morning 100 times, Beth said comes in and she's streaming this afternoon. Mitzi's in here. Melissa's here. Ann popped in. Ruth is in here. Good morning, Ruth. Okay. Yeah. You like my feller? You like my little leprechaun? He's really got you almost have to see him in real life. Then you're not getting too much glare on. You get a little glare in here. But he's got a lot of gold. I did have him entirely in gold, and I didn't like that, so I wiped some off before it dried. And now he's just got splashes of gold on him. It was fun to do it, Mitzi. Yeah, it was different last night. Beth is going to post a picture of her Dirty Dozen. Oh, that's okay. So I'm not going to work in this journal this morning. I've done quite a bit, though. Let's see. Yesterday we did this writing technique where we wrote over the white fine liner, or we painted over the white fine liner. Where's that? This, I really did like it. I did spray again with I was experimenting yesterday with the dry erase marker, and it has gotten darker as I let it set. It's been dissolving in the alcohol, and I sprayed it and dried it this morning, and it does spray a little darker now. So I'm not unhappy with it, but I had to go to town again yesterday. I had to go to the bank, and of course I stopped off at Walmart. I stopped off at Walmart. And they have Pen Plus gear now in the 60 count. 60 count. Now, I was getting them in 30 count. They had the 60 count, so I bought those. So I think I'm going to take my 30 count ones and break them up and make inks. I think I am. I wanted to experiment with the highlighter and the dry erase markers to see what they would do. I'm not unhappy with this one, but I want more sprays. Mitzi sent me some nice sprays, and I'm using those judiciously, Mitzi. So, okay. Hi, Susan. Good morning. Susan, when you have time, go back and listen to the very first of my video because I made some announcements. I don't want to keep repeating them. I'm just going to kind of mention it as people come in. You'll hear me say that. I made some important announcements. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do this morning was show you, I did a very minor thrift haul. I got some yarn. Becky says she won't pay any more than $1.89 a skein, and I paid $1.50 for these. And I think I got 6 of them, so that'll make a nice project. It's all Becky's fault. She has me doing these yarn hauls. But I was going to show you my knitting progress. It's in the other room. I won't do that today. But this will make a nice project. And for $1.50 a skein for this at the thrift store, that yarn shop closed out. And then I paid more for these. This is red, and this is it's called Droplet, but it's got beads in there. And I bought it specifically because it had beads. I wanted to see, I've crocheted with beaded yarn before, but I want to see what knitting will do. And I think this is just a cotton. Yeah, well, it's 42% cotton and 42% acrylic and 11% polyester and 5% something else. 5%. I can't read it. Maybe it's on the other one. 5%. Oh, he put those tags right over the, let's see what it is. I paid $4.50 for this, but it was originally $16 a skein. But I thought I would get this. They don't have much left. Oh, 5% beads. So I thought it would be fun to make some sort of a project with this. I'm not sure what. I might just play with it and see. The beads are not big and they're not plentiful. We'll see what happens. So I bought this to play with. And then I bought some other things, but they're out in the car. So I'll do another thrift, not a huge lot of other things, just a few, 1 or 2 other things. I could not carry both sacks in at the same time, so I had my hands full of other stuff. But that's all for the yarn. I also got this in the children's section, the games and puzzles. No guarantee that all the pieces are in this box, but it's called Picture This. You need 3 players. And of course, they put the label right over what it was all about. And I couldn't open it. So I don't know what I'm really curious to know it cost me $1. And I thought, well, if anything, I can probably use it in my altered art. So we're going to open this morning. There's no guarantee that all the pieces are in here. It looks like this is something I can use in my art. In this game, you will be presented with a series of puzzling close-up photographs. Guess what the picture is to win the card. The first player to collect all 5 cards wins the game. So get your thinking caps on and guess the picture to win the name. These would make some fun. Did anybody watch, well, I know you guys did, Dee Dee yesterday? Oh my goodness. All her art cards. And I think she was showing photographs. Let's see how big these are. I love this box. Wouldn't this box make a fun art journal cover? Wouldn't that be a fun art journal cover? That's really what attracted me to this. Oh, there's 2 boxes of them. Wow, look at these. Look at these boxes. They're so cool. Maybe I need to zoom in one. Am I out too far? I zoom in. Oh, I didn't set my camera settings on. Let's set my camera settings on. You probably are getting some autofocus coming here. Yeah, come on. It says it's on, but it hasn't popped up yet. It hasn't turned on yet. There it comes, slowly but surely. It takes a while to find its way to the desktop. Come on. Well, let's see. Let me zoom in just one. There. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Let's get some of these pictures out. Spaghetti. Oh, I see. Here's the picture. That's spaghetti. Whoops. That's spaghetti. Oh, these are cool. They got what it is on the back. This looks like a clothespin. A piece off of a clothespin. Have you guys seen this before? Yeah, there it is. Pegs, it's called. I call them clothespins. What is this? This looks like some sort of a vegetable. It's an orange. It's an orange, part of an orange slice. So these will be fun to play with. These will make fun art cards, won't they? I can see altering these. Yeah, look at the zipper one. Zip and a thimble and a tape measure. Oh, these are cool. Look at that tape measure. A strawberry. Now I want to look at both sides at once, please. Strawberry. I have no idea what that is. A straw. Yeah, these will make fun art cards. That's a future project. A future project. I got so many projects on my desk. However, I'm working through them. I am. I just about have that list crossed off of my list in my journal. There's Beth Schuler's. Oh, Beth Schuler. I got Happy Mail from you yesterday. It's out in the other room. I will show it tomorrow morning. I don't want to jump up and go get it. Beth, I got your Happy Mail yesterday. I forgot all about that. It's in the other room. I will open it tomorrow. I like to open them online. Is there something else in here? I think there's the instructions in here. Yeah, there's instructions here, but that isn't going to concern me. I'm going to play with the pictures. Very fun. This will be fun for art cards, which Dee Dee has me all inspired from her stream yesterday. But I probably won't attack this for a while. I'll probably just put it up on the shelf and then enjoy the camera. All right. Let's look at chat. It'll make you happy. Yep. Susan's here. Yeah. It is a goodbye, isn't it? I thought you were saying good BYE, Mitzi. I'm going, you leaving me, Mitzi? But you mean goodbye. It was a good purchase. Good morning, Maria. Miss Elaine. Mitzi's in the house, and Susan says, I will rewatch. Thank you, Susan. Susan says she's getting coffee. Be right back. Don't do anything until I get back. Oh, Susan. Thank you, Mitzi. You like my feller? That's my little leprechaun who fell in the vat of gold. Well, let's see. Beth says don't do. I mean, Susan said don't do anything till I get back. But I'm gonna pull out some things that I'm gonna work on for the transparency journal. I'll talk about it. Check that playlist. Hi, Christy. Good morning. Yeah, Dee Dee has tons of cards. So I am not going to use the items that Jerry sent. I'm going to use things that I have around the house and things you might have around the house for my transparency journal. And my journal is not going to be a mini journal. because Tanya and Lisa are really kind of doing the mini journals. I want mine to be a journal of all sizes. I've got some report covers here. I've been using these report covers. I've pulled out 2 of them. I got some clear transparent, and you can't see them. Susan, are you in the house yet? She said, don't do anything till I get back. Maybe I'll take a sip of my coffee. And I brought in a fig bar for my breakfast this morning. I buy these little Debbie fig bars. They really kind of, calories are 160 for serving. And there's 1 serving in here, so that's not too bad. But if you eat those nutty bars, oh my goodness, those have a lot of calories. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a bite of my fig bar while Susan's gone. I like the idea of eating eating something halfway nutritious. It's probably got a lot of sugar in it, but Mary, we can see you in that reflection. Hi. You can just see a bit of me. You can't see all of me, can you? Well, there you go. I'll have to keep my hands over it. I did one of my very first showing my face videos, and it's out there somewhere, but it was the very first one. I was still living in Madison, and I had there's 2 of them here. I've got 3 of them. I had I sold it when I moved back to Nebraska, but I had a dining room hutch, and I kept some vases, collectible vases, and some of my half dolls and pincushion dolls in there. And when I did my very first face-to-face live, I filmed me in the mirror of that hutch, hanging out with my pincushion dolls. So I guess if you see me as a reflection in the transparency, that isn't such a bad thing. I want to do a face-to-face, but I'm waiting until my gray hair gets down to my shoulders so that I can have it cut. And that should happen later this summer or maybe early fall. It should be that long. And then I'm going to have it cut, shoulder length hair. So, and I'm thinking about taking a before and after. Do you guys ever watch The Makeover Guy? Hi, Jersey. Good morning. Oh, did I comb my hair? I pulled it back with I have this funny clip that I wear in it because it gets hot on my shoulders. Do you guys ever watch The Makeover Guy? I think I thought he was based in Minnesota, but I could be wrong about that. But oh my goodness, he transforms, like ladies like me will walk in with our long gray hair and he gives them a beautiful haircut, and then the makeup artists work on them and they show the before and after. It's amazing. I'm going, wow, I need an appointment with the makeover guy. He did, when he very first got started, they showed on his channel, a interview that he had with some TV station. He was younger then. I think he was in the 80s when he wasn't a YouTube channel. He was being interviewed by a TV station. And he was much younger, but the ladies, he did like a series of like 4 ladies and their husbands, and the ladies brought in their husbands for a makeover. And boy, I'll tell you, he made those husbands look like hunks. I mean, quite a catch by the time he was done. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Oh, Laura is Jersey. I thought there was another Laura come in. It's like a mirror. Did you see me in there? Oh, there I am. I can see it partly right there. You can kind of see me right. I can see me right in. I don't know if you guys can or not, but I can holding it up. So I kind of want to go through. Is Susan back in here yet, or is she still getting coffee? Susan, I'm going to go on. She said, don't do anything till I get back. She's laughing. All right. So I want to go over some things that I want to use in my transparency journal, and I might go ahead and do a quick fun page. Of course, I have the report covers, so those are an option. And then I also have, now not these eyeglasses, but I buy my reading glasses at the Dollar Tree because they're $1. But they're inexpensive. They do the job. But the lens will fall out of them, and the little nose things will come off, and sometimes these ear pieces here, these whatever you call these stems here that go back to your ear, sometimes they'll break. I really like these. These have lasted me a long time. I hope they don't break. But now these are, you could use, and I think Beth had in one of her pieces when she was showing us what she wanted to do, she had a eyeglass lens. So that's a possibility. I'm going to put these back on. Like I said, I want my journal to be a journal. It's not going to be a mini journal because Tanya and Lisa are really doing those little mini journals. I want my journal to be a journal of all sizes. So you might be seeing me work with something 8.5 by 11. I probably will not go any larger than 8.5 by 11, but I might fold something in half like this, either horizontally or vertically, and tip it in. That would be fun. There are baggies. This is one that has got its wear with all my stash, but it's transparent. We're looking for transparent things. Anything transparent for the pages or for embellishments. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't or won't use anything that's not transparent, but the base of my pages or the focus of my pages, I want it to be transparency. But different things. And if you watch the videos, that Kat Kerr, what really amazed me was she used, let me pull it out here. Here. She used packing tape. She used packing tape on some of her things just as an adhesive. And I thought, well, how fun that is. So you'll be seeing me use transparent, clear packing tape, not only for image transfers, but also maybe to tape pages together or to attach some embellishments, whatever. So that's another transparent thing. And then I've been collecting. Here's another a smaller baggie that I've been putting things in. Another kind of, it's not really a Ziploc, it's a clear baggie is what it is. And then of course, here's packaging. I think this came from Aunt Beck. I told her I wasn't going to return it. Here's a larger one, like when you buy stickers and things like that. Bubble wrap. This came off of Aunt Beck's envelope. I pulled it off because I want to make a journal page out of Aunt Beck's envelope. So this is certainly transparent. So that'll have a place in my journal. There's 2 pieces. Here's another packaging thing. Now this really, it's transparent, but it's more of an opaque transparent. You can see my fingers through this, sort of, kind of. This came in Arlene, I think. This is what I tore off of one of Arlene's painty papers. So I'll be using that. And here, the ribbon's not transparent, but the little baggie. Arlene sent me this purple ribbon. So I saved that out. Here's some more of that it's more of an opaque transparent. You can see your fingers through it. You can see through it. If you look at it right, you can see through it, but it's more opaque than a really clear journal. Here is, I just cut this off of some clamshell packaging. So this can make a tag. You can't see it too well, but it's here. And then this came in what Arlene sent me too. And I go, oh boy, transparency. And it looks like it was a gift bag, or maybe a candy bags or whatever they have. Or it could have just been, that's what it looks like it was at one time. I'm not sure. But yeah, I saved that. And here's another product packaging. Here is a cereal, probably still, this is from my cornflakes. Here's cereal. And then this is the top of a candy container. And I like this because it's nice and sturdy. It's really nice and sturdy. And I might cut the rim off. And I'm not sure what I'll do with it. Or I might just mount it on a piece. Maybe I know that you can, and I'm not beyond going to the store and purchasing things. I'm thinking right now a piece of clear acrylic. This would be fun to mount, make kind of like a shadow box out of this. Let me put some junk behind there. Let me put some of my... Oh, here's some more. I've been saving these. Here's some more transparents. These are more packaging things. But see, you could put things underneath. These are just things I've been saving off of by my table, by my recliner, and I finally said enough, and I put them all in this seed packet. I've just been saving little bits and bobs. But you can make sort of a shadow box out of this and maybe hot glue it down or epoxy it down to a clear plate. So this journal may be, by the time I'm done, it may be fat. So I'm just going to work at it at my own pace. I have no completion date. You know me. Let's see. I got some other things here. I've been saving a lot of packaging things. Let me go through this. I got this one basket of stuff that is not only transparent stuff. It's, look, I think Kim sent me this. I want to keep that out. Glue stick. Double-sided tape is transparent. Here's some more packaging tape. Here's a transparent case. These hold those roller things. I got this at Goodwill for the binders, but I also like the case in here. I might cut this down for tags. What else do I have in here? I've been saving stuff, really. I might have pulled the wrong basket out. Those are the things that I found right here. I don't think there's anything else in here that's print. I pulled out my ones that have my inks in it instead of the ones where I was saving all the packaging. But even, and something like this. I think I got this at the thrift store too. This, not the packaging, but the clamshell on it. This is in a plastic clamshell. You could use that. That's the same idea as the shadow box for this. So I'm going to have to make me a box of transparent items. I think that's all I have in there. I do have one other thing, and that's this. I buy my earbuds at Dollar General, and it has a really nice, sturdy plastic piece. I take this piece off. This is a sticker. I peel this off. I deconstruct these boxes when I get my, well, this one's not coming off as nice. I'm not going to deal with it now. But and then inside, what I really like about these, let me pull this out. Here's some transparency casing. Oh, I already pulled it out. There's usually inside of here a really pretty shiny metallic paper. Like this is all pink. I must have pulled the one on this one out. So I can't show that to you. But here, this could be cut apart, and this could be used as a shadow box in here. Just a lot of things that you can do with transparency. So there it is. Wax paper. Yes, Beth. Here, let me pull out a sheet of wax paper just to put in my pile here. So I might start a list of transparent items, maybe transparent items that I find and transparent items that I use. This, handy wrap, saran wrap, parchment paper, deli wrap might, deli paper might, if you can see through it. Tulle, tulle, the fabric tulle, or even vegetable netting. Mitzi, not sure, but I think if you apply Danny's Vans to tissue paper, it becomes transparent. Yes, I think, wasn't Shannon Green doing something like that? They applied something to it, and it became very, I'd never done it myself, but that's a good video to go research, isn't it, Mitzi? That's one I might want to put a link to in my playlist. Yeah. Yeah, the fabric, the netting, even like a very loosely a very loose lace piece would, just so you can, if you can see under it, that's transparent. Now that doesn't mean that we're not going to have anything in here that's opaque, because you want your transparency to be the focus. But you have to have focal images in here too. So I might, you all know that you can dry flowers in a microwave. The Frugal Crafter has a video on that. And I think it would be fun to dry some of these flowers that are popping up in a microwave and trap them between some pieces. If you watch Kat Kerr, not only does she use packing tape to attach things as a clear attachment. I mean, she really has a fun video. I would recommend you go watch that. But you could sew, hand stitch, or machine stitch on. Well, you might want to do that on your report cover, or I don't know if you could hand stitch wax paper or not. But you could hand stitch some stuff here. There's a whole lot that can be done with transparency. Let's see what you guys are all talking about. A very cool shaker toy in that clamshell. Oh yeah, that's a good idea too. And you could even punch out your shakers out of something. I think Tanya, in one of our junk journal techniques, when we were making the shakers, she had us use permanent marker on a clear piece, and then we set it aside and let it dry, and then we made our own transparent type sequence. That would be fun to do. That's a good idea. Envelopes with windows in them. Empty wall frames or mat board. The negative space of a frame is transparent. This is not a frame here, but pretend this is a picture frame, a flat one. This side of their negative space is transparent because there's nothing there. You can see through that. You might want to put a piece over it. But at the beginning, it's transparent. As we go, we'll probably get more ideas, and you'll see something and say, "Oh, I got to tell Mary about that." So what I'm going to do here, while I have all of this stuff out, is I'm going to make a list of what I have right here. Just to get started, just for the fun of it. let's see. I think I'll make the list right here in my journal. I think I'll make the list right here in my big old fat journal. And I should have, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go get another empty box that's over here because I'm going to put the items in the box as I list it. I have another empty box here. Believe it or not, I've been emptying boxes. Yay! But I have to move my urban sketching box to get to it. It's a Dick Blick box. I think this is the one that where, no, that was an Amazon thing. I don't know where I got this Dick Blick. It's been around for a while. But as I list out stuff, I'm going to put my transparency items in this box. And then I can just pull from that box when I work on my journal. That's my thought. So, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list. I got to open my journal to a good spot. Let's see. Oh, here, parchment paper, tracing paper. Tracing paper is transparent. I want to get to a good, this might be a good spot. But just in case it leaks through, I want to put a paper on the back of it. I got one of these scratchy papers here that I use for backing. Oh dear. And I was thinking too, if you've ever watched like kids shows, and don't they write with, is it lemon or vinegar when they would send secret messages and then you use a heat gun or something to make it go dark? I'd have to research that. I can't remember it was, spy writing type thing. That would be kind of fun to do just as a fun transparency. There's even transparency with your inks and paints. So let me grab, I want my bigger marker and I can't, it's probably under everything. I want one of those pen plus gear pens. Here we go. So I'm just going to start writing out a list of, and if you think of something, let me know. You might be working around and go, oh, Meri didn't say that. Glass is transparent. I don't know how much glass I want to use. Maybe a little piece of embellishment glass or something. I'm afraid to use a big piece because I'm afraid it'll break. So list of transparent. And go look at that playlist. I'm going to review it too. It's been a while since I've reviewed it because not only is that that video by Kat Kerr is the one that really inspired me. And I think not too long ago, in the last year or so, there was an article in Somerset about a clear journal. And I think I bought it, but I don't know where it's at. So list of transparent items for my journal. Yeah, and I should be putting this on a separate piece of paper because I'm going to be closing this out, but we'll put it here while I'm talking. So I'm going to start with packaging tape, and I'm just going to write these out. I got packaging tape. I got two kinds. I got that, and then I've got this Gorilla that I really like. I'm going to put clamshell packaging. That's what these are. Clamshell. Well, this is more clamshell here. This is really just... I'm not sure I could call this clamshell because it's not attached down. This is just a transparent piece in a box. But we'll call it clamshell packaging. Clamshell packaging. I'm not going to put my Gorilla Tape in that box, but I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to put double-sided tape of some sort. I'm not sure how much I'll use this because it's low tack. Double-sided tape. I just got it out for an example. I'm going to put candy container lids, candy containers or lids, candy container lid. And then I'll put slash lid. I'll look at chat here in a minute. Wax paper. And then on the same line, I'm going to put saran wrap. Saran wrap. You can get saran wrap in different colors, especially around the holidays. Here's some more, excuse me, clamshell packaging here. I'm not going to rewrite it. I guess this is kind of clamshell. I'm going to put earbud and slash ink pen, because you can, when you buy your ink pens, you get those ink pens in little plastic clamshell packaging. Ink pen packaging. I'm going to put frame, negative space of frame. Oh, another thing is clear buttons. I have some clear buttons. I have some, I don't know where they are. I might still be in Wisconsin, that I got when I went to England, and there's a story behind those. I was following the leader of the group because I'd never been to Europe before, and I was kind of scared. I didn't like to be separated from the group. Back then. Here's some more clamshell packaging type stuff. Packaging. But I was following the group, and she dealt in antique needlework. And she thought I was following her to get all the good stuff. She didn't know I was following her because I didn't want to be alone in London. And there was another lady with her, and I heard the other lady say to the leader of the group, because I was following him, I thought, well, you're the leader of the group, I'm sticking with you. And I heard that other lady say to her, she said, I don't think you're going to lose her. And I realized that they were trying to lose me. I'm going, oh, they're going to get rid of me. So when I realized that, I stopped in my tracks because and I realized that they were off antique hunting. They thought that I was after their antiques, and I could care less. Well, I cared, but that wasn't my goal. So I stopped in my tracks, and I thought, well, I'll just go off by myself then. So I did in the same building. I didn't like to be separated from the group. When you go on a group tour like that, the first time I've ever been that far in a country that was not a United States, I just wasn't that brave of a soul back then. And but I did we were in like it wasn't just one store. It was like a mall of different boutiques and antique stores and that. I think it was on Portobello Road, but it may not have been. It may have been in one of the other places that she knew about. And anyway, I wandered into this little button shop. And let me tell you, I had more fun in there. I met this little English lady, and think a traditional, she was a storybook character. I'm going to draw a picture of her someday because she was little, a small frame. She was short. She was thin. Of course, she had white hair like I do now. I didn't have white hair back then. And she had glasses, and she was running the button shop, and she spoke with an English accent. And I loved her for the minute I saw her. I loved her more than I loved the buttons. But I was looking at them and looking at all these buttons, and she showed me this one set of buttons, and they were clear, and they had English knights, Knight, like you're my knight in shining armor. They had the knights molded on there. You know, the molding was of a knight, Knight. And she was telling me all about these buttons, and then she showed me. She said, "Do you know the difference between a handmade glass button and one that's manufactured?" Of course, I didn't. And so she was showing me how handmade glass buttons have all these irregularities in them. They won't be smooth and round and molded. They'll be handmade. And so I bought those buttons, and I have them. I have them in my stash someplace. I love them. I was going to put them on a sampler, and I never got it done, but I love those buttons. So that's my story for today. I'm going to look at chat in a bit here. I'm going to finish my list. Bubble wrap. I'll put that in there. Cereal. I got to shake out my cereal. I got some cornflakes in there. Cereal. Packaging, I guess. And you know, the brown stuff too, I think could be. This is clear, but you know, some of it, like in graham crackers, isn't it brown? So cereal packaging. And also, I'm going to put down the vegetable netting, and toile. I think that's spelled Toille. Toile. More bubble wrap. I don't know what to call these. Clear bags from packaging bags, I guess. Packaging bags. And I'm going to put gift bags, because I think that's what this was. And then I got some more of this. This is the same thing. I'm going to put parchment. That's what this feels like. I don't know if it is. Vellum. Vellum sometimes has a transparency. This is more the gift bag stuff. I think I'm running down toward the end. This is more of the bags. I'm going to put baggies. I'll put Ziploc baggies. So this is what I have to start out with. Now, and there's that. And then report covers. Or transparencies. These are report covers, but transparencies. And I will say one thing that I know was in that kit, that Jerry has that still out on her. I don't know if she still has it in her Etsy shop or not. I didn't look. But negatives, photo negatives. Photo negatives have a transparency to them. I might be able to scrounge up a few of those. So, and that could be either color or black or white. So there's my list of what I have to work with so far. Now, what do I want to put in them? That's the thing. I may not actually work on a page today. I think I've kind of beat this to the bush, around the bush enough this morning. I might have to think how. I know I want different shapes. I think I'll keep it 11 by. I think I'll keep it 11 by 8.5 by 11, or, that's what this is 8.5 by 11. And then I might have different sizes in here. I might have flips and all of that. But I think I need to think about my focal points here. So let's see what you guys are saying to me. I've been ignoring chat. Fabric, baby oil on parchment. I've seen flowers between two pieces of glass. Yes. Stained glass. Yeah, stained glass. That's a good one. Stained glass. Now, if I was living in Madison, I'd have a whole box of stained glass, real stained glass, real stained glass, because one of my friends' father, who passed away, did stained glass, and they gave me a whole box of it to play with. This is an exciting idea. I've been saving transparent packaging, Maria said, and I found a box of transparency film at the thrift store. Cool, Maria. Very cool. Do you remember the plastic seat covers they had on couches? Oh my goodness, yes. You'd stick to them. You stick to them, Beth. Jersey says, "Lol, Beth, I remember the BFF grandma had those as a kid. My BFF grandma had them as a kid." Like Maria's, everybody loves Raymond. Then when you sat on it, your legs stuck. Yeah, Beth says. Hi, Anya. Good morning. Anya's in the house. Susan says, "Oh my, just like Maria's. She was still yelling not to spill anything." Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss something, Susan? Oh, there's Anya. Hey, Mary and my arty friends. Good morning. Susan says, "Wouldn't have taken so long, but my son-in-law has to pour coffee into the water chamber of the coffee maker to reheat the coffee. So I have to clean and vinegar it." I clean my coffee pot every day. I clean it every day. I don't vinegar it every day, but I wash it every day because I can't stand the taste of old coffee. It's bad. I mean, I like it when it's fresh. I clean the coffee pot every day. Let's see. I left. Oh, dry cleaner bags. That's a good one. Shrinky dinks. Hold it. Wait. You guys are giving me good ideas. Now, these are ones I have. So I'm going to, at this point, I'm going to put things to get because I want to keep a collection list here of things that I need to look for. These I mostly already have. Maybe I might have to look for the clear buttons, and I might have to look for negatives, but most of this other stuff I have. All right, let's see what we're saying here. Shrinky dinks. Shrinky dinks. Dry cleaner bags. That's a good one. That's a very good one, Joan. Newspaper bags. Yes, we have those. We have all these yellow ones. So I'm going to put have newspaper bags. They wrap your newspaper in a plastic bag on cold, wet days so it doesn't get all yucky. Newspaper bag. I have a whole collection of those. I told my brother not to throw them away, so I got out this kind of like a school book bag and hung it over the chair by the door because he was just throwing them on the chair. And he says, "You're saving those too?" Yeah, don't throw them away. Anya says she used to do trinky dinks all the time. Mary, do you always make lists like back in high school before? No. Dee Dee Willingham is to blame for my list making. Dee Dee Willingham, if if you would go back and look at my Society of Idea Collectors from a couple years ago, I had as a goal, one of my goals, I think I just had maybe 2 little lists, and they were little. And I had as a goal to increase my list making. And then we got off to doing it in the streams. And now it's just, it's almost second nature to me. It's all Dee Dee Willingham's fault with the list. I love her. She's so inspiring. No, I never made lists in school. Oh, I might have made a grocery list or a reminder list or something like that. But man, I wish I would have known about the mind mapping back in school. I wish I would have, in the sketchnoting too. Sketchnoting would have been so fun for me back then, because that's like where you make little notes, but you draw out your notes, just as a kind of a reminder, like when you're listening to a lecture or something. There's whole videos on sketchnoting. There's a guy that I really like to watch, and I've put a couple of his videos on my community tab, but it's been a while since I've done that. But he sketch notes. Okay. Roesta's in the house. Good morning, Roesta. Mary, did you go to France? No, we only went to England. I went with a needlework group, and that was in 1998, I believe. It's been several years ago. I went with a needlework group, and it was in the March, and the ladies who led the group were really dealt with antique samplers and antique needlework. And they'd both been over to England several times and knew what they were doing and where they were going. But I have never been to Europe before then. And it was a big deal for me back then. Not only because I had to scrape together the money to go, but also because it was just a big deal for me. In the end, it was fun. After I quit following them around. After that, I got the hint. Maybe I was a little too clingy, especially for the one lady. I think she thought that I was clinging to her to buy the things that she had her eye on. And I wasn't. I was clinging because I didn't want to be alone in a country I didn't know anything about. I didn't want to lose my way. You guys, I probably would not be like that today because of all the social media and everything. But back then, the world was a big place for me. I'm a small town girl. Hi, Crafty Angel. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Nothing but the rent. What's up? Nothing but the rent. Okay, that's going on my short Fibs quote page. Who said that? What's up? Vanessa, what's up? Vanessa, what's up, everybody? Everyone. Susan. Nothing but the rent. Isn't that the truth? Well, it's not the truth for me anymore because my brother's given me a free roof above my head. Bless his heart. Nothing but the rent. Well, have you guys noticed? Nothing but the rent. Have you noticed how prices are going up in the stores, though? Have you noticed? McDonald's raising their prices on their meals. I'm not going to eat at McDonald's anymore. And I went to the Dairy Queen to get my favorite treat, which is a twisty ice cream cone. They wanted $1.88 for a. Well, I got the medium size, but they upped the price. They upped the price of the cone and didn't put as much on it. I complained. I said, "You guys keep raising the prices." And he said, "Well, everything's going up." And I said, "Well, my salary's not going up." We got a senior discount. I said, "I'll take it." I'll take that senior discount. I'm not going back to the Dairy Queen either. I can do without paying $2 for an ice cream cone. There's a limit. And now the gas prices go up and down because, well, you guys know all the story there. Where's my page? But everything's going up. I think even Dick Blick some of his things have gone up. Let's see. Let me mark this. But what else did I notice yesterday went up? And I'm going, geez, just quit raising the price. I think they think because the economy's so good now, everybody has it good, they say, and the economy's taken off, so let's raise our prices. Yeah, that's sort of a complaint. I haven't seen YouTube giving us a raise. The content makers, we have to fight for every little minute we get. Mer. I love you, YouTube. I love you, YouTube. What would I do without you guys? Well, you know what? I'd probably survive. I'd probably do a lot of art yet. I don't think I'd lose my art. Art has been a part of my life ever since I was yay high. But it would be different. It would be different if I didn't have this social media. All right, let's go back to the list. Let's see. Susan, couch protectors, shrinky dinks. Okay, hold it. Beth has got a whole list here. Couch protectors. Oh, you know what? When you buy packaging for sheets, you get those plastic bags that snap. That's kind of clamshell packaging, but I'm going to go put sheet bags. I probably got a couple of those around here. I got shrinky dinks, plastic forks. That's a good one. Plastic silverware. Oh, and Chinaware. Yeah, those are both good. Dollar Tree has a lot of clear plastic party items along the lines of the Chinaware and silverware. So I'm going to check Dollar Tree here because they have a lot. Trays, plastic trays. Check Dollar Tree. Date book planner covers. So planner covers. Love it, Beth. Well, we're getting a list. Straws, dishes of all kinds. I got the dishes with the plastic Dollar Tree stuff, I think. Vases, stemware, wine glasses. Yeah. Susan, I kind of wish I knew someone who has a love affair with Paris. Who's from there, lived there, or something. Oh, I used to know a girl from France. What group was she in? I'll keep my ears and eyes open. We don't get too many French people in here. I wonder why. I haven't met a lot of, I'm sure there are French people on YouTube, but we don't get a lot of French artists coming in, do we? We get a lot of gals from England in our groups. I mean, on YouTube in the art groups as a general. There may be one or two that I just haven't had contact with. French, some of the Canadians may have some French contacts because of, Canada and France. I'll keep my ears and eyes open, Susan. Lampshades and light globes. Lampshades, that's a good. Lampshades. Light hurricane globes. light globes. I might keep my eye out for some of those. I don't know about glass though. I'm shying away. I know glassware is very transparent, but I don't want the real stuff, I don't think. Unless it's very tempered and strong. I don't want anything that's going to break. Tie screens? What are tie screens? TY screens. TY screens? Oh, is that TV screens? Susan Gerald. Vanessa says she loves Paris. Oh, cool. Oh, now they're talking. I'm just catching up. Have you ever been there? Peepholes and doors. Magnifying glasses. That's a good one. Magnifying glasses. I bet I could find some of those. Those would be fun to work with. Vanessa said, not yet. It's on my bucket list. Microscope, binoculars, microscope. The slides. I'm going to put the microscope slides because I would probably be more apt to get the slides than. In fact, I wish I had all my stuff in Madison because you used to be able to buy those little plastic slides in the. I'm not plastic. Those little glass slides in the scrapbooking stores. In like archivers would sell them. They're like little vertical type things like this, and then they would do art on them and make a stained glass necklace type thing. Watch lenses, good one. Beth is shooting them out here. She's really doing great. Watch lenses, I love that one. You should taste it after somebody burned old coffee in the back of it. I don't know what you're talking about, Susan. What did she say? Talking about Paris and then something about old coffee. Freezer bags. Freezer bags. I think I got sort of that in my product bag. I'll put them down there. Thermometers. I'll write it down. Take my temperature. You mean like an outdoor thermometer. But on the other hand, there is like, on the round pieces, like over a clock, a big round clock, when you take one of those apart, there's always that face of a clock. It's kind of like a clock lens. I'm going to put, I don't know what is, the cover of a big round wall clock will be transparent. Hi, Ray. Good morning. Windows from security mail? No, that's perfect. Those security mail windows, those will fit in a journal. Windows. I think I've probably have soaked through to the other side here. I'm not going to write on the other side. I'm going to write on the back of this wallpaper, which will be okay, I think. I'll have to paint this out. What else are we saying here? Now, security mail envelopes are perfect. Photo book pages. Yes, photo book pages. So we just got all sorts of transparent items around here that can make a really fun journal. Mirrors and shower curtains. Mirrors. Here again, I'm shying away from the glass, but I'm going to put it on the list. Shower curtains. You want to clean them before you use them. Or buy a new one or a used one at Goodwill or something. You can see through baby oil. Transparent thread. That would be good because you could sew things together. That clear thread that we buy, transparent, SPARENT thread. Mary, Dee Dee has infected or inspired us all. Hasn't she? Hasn't she? Dee Dee is totally inspiring. She just shares, and we get inspired. I watched her on Monday and I got inspired and I wanted to come in here and paint right after I was done. What was she doing Monday? I can't remember what she was doing because my mind's in a million different places. But then yesterday we watched her again. And she was doing all those art cards. Knocked my feet off. Then I went to the thrift store. For those of you who came in since I showed my haul, I got these at the thrift store. This package of it's a game, and it's called Picture This. It's really cool. I like the box. I'm going to stop my list here for a minute if I can keep my phone from sliding off of my journal. This is a game. It's really fun. And I got to open it here. I closed it. Where did I close it? Here? Here. You guys may have seen this before. Yeah, this little tab comes up. But you pull it out, and I love the camera. I think this will make a wonderful journal. But you pull it out, and you get these little cards, and you hold the card up like this, and the player has to say what is this? What does this go to? It's a part of something. And that is a part of a CD case. It's a part of a CD case. I don't know what part. Probably the rim of. Oh, look, transparent CD cases. CD case. I will put that on here. CD cases. That would be fun to put in a journal. CD cases. This is almost blurred out. That is a radiator. Boy, that could be 1,000 different things. I think these are raisins. Yeah, raisins. I only know because I peeked. I have no idea what this is. You have to tell what it is. But I'm going to use these. There's 2 decks of these. And I'm going to use them for art cards. I'm not sure how. Because you could actually make art cards and you could make what you could do is you could collage. Go to that magazine. Go to those unused magazines that you've harvested, not unused ones, the harvested magazines, and pick out like maybe the leaves of a tree and do something like this and make your own cards. I might do that for fun too, but that's all on the back burner. I just saw this. It cost me $1, but what really attracted me to this was the box. I go, that'll make a perfect art journal. What did I bring all this stuff home for? I did not do a big haul yesterday. I bought some yarn, and I'll use the yarn. Becky inspires me with all this yarn. They had yarn there. I did buy that red yarn for $4.50 a skein because it had beads in it, and I want to play with it. But they still have 2 big baskets of yarn, and some of that yarn is way above what I can pay for it. I mean, retail, it's like $16 to $24 a skein, and that's above my price point. But at the thrift store, all right, Vaseline. Do you really want me to write Vaseline on here as being transparent? Vaseline? Diamonds. Boy, you're on a roll, Beth. Diamonds? I doubt if I could find any diamonds. I might get some junk jewelry. Diamonds or junk jewelry that might have some transparent pieces in there. Beth, you make me giggle. Hi, Mom. Oh, there's Nettie. Good morning, Mom. Good morning. A pool. A screen door. I love the screening. Screen door. I'm just going to put screening on here. That's a good one. I'll put a star by that one. I like that one. Crystals. We might be able to find some of those. See, can you imagine what this journal is going to look like? If I make it different sizes, and of all the stuff that I just kind of have, just think how fat that's going to be. So right now, right now what I'm collecting are the transparent bases and things we can use for transparency, but probably should also make a list of things to go inside of it. Do I want it to have a theme? Like on when we're doing those folder zine journals, I had a doll as a theme, or do I want nature as a theme, or do I just want miscellaneous as a theme? Crystal, screen door. Susan says, I won't go 100 miles from here alone. In another country? Are you kidding? Yeah, I'm kind of like that, Susan. Now, I will go 100 miles alone, but my car's getting older. So if I go further than 100 miles, I will let my family know where I'm going. And if like when I go shopping up to Hobby Lobby, and sometimes I make it because I do my banking, I go to the post office, I run errands, I do my shopping, and then I go to Hobby Lobby in the thrift store, and but then I try to make it back here by 6 o'clock so I can watch Aunt Beck, and because I usually go on a Wednesday. But if I'm late, if I know, like if I'm still 100 miles away and it's 4:30, I will call my brother and say, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just running late. So because my car's getting older and anything could happen. So a see-through blouse. Yeah, there's see-through blouse. Um Sometimes crocheted or lace is I'm going to put lace on here. Um on your blouse, sometimes you have vests or collars and vests that cuffs, that type of thing have lace on them. See-through stuff. You can cook dinner for a family for a Big Mac meal. Yeah, for eating out, you mean? Yeah, you can buy some potatoes and potatoes and goulash, and you can cook a dinner for a family on the price of a Big Mac meal. Yeah, McDonald's is going up. And you know what else they did? The only real meat that I like to eat at McDonald's, and I probably, if I knew everything about it, I wouldn't like it, but I used to like their sausage McMuffins. I won't eat their hamburgers, I don't care for them. And I used to like their fish sandwiches, but boy, I bit into one day, and it was just the most horrible thing I've ever tasted. It was all gray inside. I couldn't eat it. I threw it away. I'm going, this fish is rotten. And that's not saying that all McDonald's fish sandwiches are bad. It just turned me off, and I never ate another one. But I do like their McMuffin sandwiches and their sausage McMuffins. And they used to have it so that you could buy them any time of the day. And so when I go up shopping, I would maybe grab a McMuffin, or not a McMuffin, a sausage McMuffin. But the last time I went, they said we don't sell them after 10:30, and I'm going, I don't get up here at 10:30. And they put these what do they call them, griddle cakes? And I think I ordered a griddle cake, and I said, leave the egg off of it. And so when I got it, I paid like $3 or $4 for these two little round pancake things. They left the egg off of it, so that all that was in it was a piece of cheese that was melted like Velveeta cheese, and a slice of bacon, one slice of bacon that was broken in half between two pancakes, and they charged me $3 or $4. And I'm going, I'm not going back to McDonald's. I've had it. You got rid of what I liked. I like their coffee. I like their coffee. I love you, McDonald's. But they raised the prices on things there too. Now, I don't know where it is with you, but our McDonald's, you can get, I do like this. You can get a soft drink, you can get a large for the same price as you can get the small and medium. So they're pretty lenient there, but I don't know. I don't eat out that much. I do occasionally when I go shopping, grab a McDonald's, but no more. No more Dairy Queens for me either. I'm not going to pay $1.88. Was it? It's $2.88. It's not $1.88. It's $2.88. It used to be $2.50. I'm not going to pay $3 for an ice cream cone. I said $1.88, but I think it's two. I think it's two. It used to be 2.60. It was $2.50. Then it went up to $2.60, and now they're up at $2.88. And the next time I go back, they'll be at $3, and I'm not paying that much for an ice cream cone. Forget it. I love you, Dairy Queen. What would we be without our art? I don't know. I think we'd be pretty sad people without our art. That's my answer, Mom. We'd be pretty sad people without our art. We'd be tinier. We would be tiny sad people. Susan says, yep, me and the mouse in my pocket. Clear, dried, or hot glue? Oh, here we go. Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. So, clear, dried clear, or hot glue. That's a good one. That one is easily accessible too. Photo sleeves and clear vinyl. Photo sleeves, those are accessible, and clear vinyl. Along with the vinyl, I'm going to put clear contact paper, because I don't think we've mentioned that. I've got some of that. Let's see, binoculars. I don't have any binoculars, but I'll put them down. Maybe I'll see some. Susan says, Lori May made some pages with mica sheets. Oh, mica sheets. Mica sheets. And then I'm going to put research Lori May here. That's a good one. She probably has a video on it. I might put it in my playlist. Research Lori May. It was very pale amber yellow, but you could see through it. Very cool. Oh, Nettie has a storm coming. She loves a good storm. Rain bonnets. Nettie said there was a storm coming, so Beth put rain bonnets. Mary, is this going to be your June journal? No. Let me review that again, Christy. Let's see. What is everyone's guess, Mom says? Hi, Ruby. Good morning, Ruby. Welcome, welcome. Christy, Beth Schuler and I were going to do a hangout, but that's canceled. We're canceling the one for today, and we're not going to do the ones in June. And I'm not going to go into all the reasons why. Just take it for a fact that it's being canceled. Beth is going to stream tonight at, 4 o'clock Eastern time, I believe she said. And she'll stream until Tanya comes on. So there's no hangout today, as far as I know. Beth and I aren't going to be there. Jerry, I don't know what she's planning, but no hangout. So, but the transparent journal, and the reason I'm making this list was originally, I got inspired. I put up a playlist, and I just put it public this morning, and it's called Transparent Journals. And I've got in there about 20 videos that I've been looking on YouTube for people that have been doing transparent techniques and journals. And there's one in particular that really inspired me, and it's a PBS video. I think it's the second one on the playlist right now. And it's a PBS a PBS video, and they're interviewing Kat Kerr. And she did a transparent journal. And I watched that video, and I got all inspired. So, am I hanging? Oh, there I go. I looked like I was hanging on my phone. I got all inspired to do transparent. So since we're not doing it on our Hangout, I'm going to do it on my own. Probably see me working on various pages whenever I do some live streams here and there. It's not going to be something that I start and I'll start it and work on it when I get inspired. Oh, now I'm buffering. Is anybody else buffering? No, I just buffered a bit. Oh, bye, Joan. Have a great day. Thanks for popping in. Laminating sheets. Let's see. When I buffered, I lost where I was. Let's see. I was on Christy here. She can't get past the list. I'm having too much fun making the list. We get a good list, you get a good base for your journal. We haven't even got to things we're going to put in this journal. We're still doing the transparent items. Nail polish. That's a good one. Nail polish. You can make dangles with fishing line and crystals. So I'm going to put fishing line with crystals. We've already had crystals, but we haven't had the fishing line yet. Fishing line with crystals. We said good morning to Ruby. Clear glue. I think we had glue down here, hot glue, but we'll put clear glue. We'll put clear glue. Let's see. Reflection count. Yeah, I guess it does. Does a reflection count? Sure. Well, who knows? We might figure out a way to do a reflection without a mirror and without a report cover. We'll put that as a possibility. We'll put a question mark by it. Let's see. Hi, Elise. Good morning. Good morning, Elise. Susan says a truck driver told me that he picked up meat to deliver to McDonald's. He called it cancered eye beef. Oh, no. Cows with eye cancer grocery stores won't buy it. It's legal to sell, so McDonald's buys it. No. Oh, yuck. Ew. Ew. Excuse me. I am for sure not eating at McDonald's anymore. Well, you would think that the FDA would have a say in that. I don't understand how the FDA would let that pass. Yeah, I don't think I'll be eating there. Not only because of stuff like that, but they raise their prices. And, I can't see paying that much for some of that food. Yeah, the coffee's good. I like their coffee. Yes, Elise. Laminating sheets. I got laminating sheets. Did I write it down or did I just say it? Laminating sheets. I'll write it down again in case I didn't write it down the first time. I remember saying it, but I might not have written it down. I'll eat a breakfast or a chicken sandwich if I just cannot get anything else. A biscuit. Yeah, a biscuit. A biscuit. I like their. I hate to think what was in the side of their sausage, but I did like their sausage McMuffins. But even a biscuit with butter on it would be okay, and a cup of coffee, something like that. Maybe put jelly on your biscuit. Joan is leaving. Bye, Joan. Lori does real cool stuff. Yeah. I don't get out to watch her videos too much because I'm so preoccupied with everything else. I'm lucky to get Becky's and Lisa's and Tanya's videos and Beth's videos watched these days. But I'm kind of clearing my plate off, kind of clearing my desk off a little. So maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll be joining some other communities like 70 Acre Studio. I've kind of, and Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today. I like both of those gals. I just don't get out there. Lori May's a really good artist. I think I'm in Lori May's group, but I'm not very active because I'm hardly active in any Facebook group. And in fact, this morning I went through and cleaned out some of my groups. Like I used to be in these Periscope groups. I don't use Periscope anymore. I'm going to take it off my phone. Give myself some space. So I liked it when I had it, but I just don't go out there anymore. And some other groups some design groups. I was a part of that group out there, the design team group, if you wanted to join a design team. I tried that one time and I'm not a good design team member. I'm much too independent. I'm much too independent to be a good design team member for anybody. So I just left that group. I just, I kind of cleaned up my groups today just because I wasn't attending them. I like Becky's group. I like Lisa's group. Tanya, I'm in the creative collaboration arts group, which is the YouTubers art thing. No buffering for you, Nettie? Good. You may use a thermometer, but you may make one as a page. Ooh, a thermometer page. That's a good idea. Thermometer page. Like, take my temperature. How hot is it outside? Sunglasses, water. Now, how are we going to get water in here in our journal? I guess we could draw water. Yeah, water. Now, see, here's the thing. We were thinking transparency like this. How about pictures of transparent items? So we might have a photograph that itself is not transparent, but it may be representing a picture. It may be representing something like the glasses and the mirrors and the things that I'm really reluctant to put in my journal because I don't want them to break. Pictures of transparent. I like that idea. Transparent items. Now that may be something that I may use as a focal point. Transparent items. I wrote transplant items. Put it in a baggie. Oh, you mean the glass item? So if it breaks, then it just falls in there? That's a good idea too. Sunglasses, she said. The plastic ones, I might go for the plastic ones. I looked up eye cancer in cows. It does not harm the beef, or it doesn't metastasize to any other part of the cow, but it ain't for me. The pictures were enough for me. I could imagine. I don't know why though. Why would they allow that? Ugh, I shudder. I wouldn't. Who would want to eat that? Even if it was a good one. I mean, I guess you aren't eating the eye. It's eye cancer. But just who would want to eat? I don't know. Colored water and look through. Yeah, but what if somebody punctures the baggie? I don't know, Beth, if I want to risk that. But you can if you want to, jellyfish. I don't know if I want to put a jellyfish in my journal, but they would be, look, I'll put water and colored water, but I'm going back to the pictures. Water and colored water. I'll put pictures of it and jellyfish as representing transparent items, but I don't know if I want a jellyfish in my journal. The subject is transparent. A few drops in. Well, a few drops might help. I want, and have to try it to see what my reaction would be. If we broke a thermometer when we were kids, we'd play with and roll the little balls around, try to get it together again. Now we know mercury is toxic to play with. Yeah, there are things that we know now that we didn't know back then, isn't there? Well, I think I'm done with this list. We got 2 pages. I've got this item. I think I can get my hands on some of this stuff, though. The sheet bags, dry cleaner bags. Let's see, maybe I'll put some arrows by the things that I think I can get right offhand. Dry cleaner bags, plastic silverware, that's a good one. I like that. And the plastic dinnerware, because you can go to Dollar Tree. Probably go to Dollar Tree and find a lot. Lampshades, light globes. I think she said TV screens, magnifying glass. I kind of like the idea of a magnifying glass. Microscopic screen slides. I don't know if I can find any of those right offhand. Watch lenses. I like that. And probably go to Goodwill and get some of those clock things. Freezer bags. Thermometer. Security mail, of course. So see, there's several things I can still collect. Photo book pages. I don't have a shower curtain. I might be able to find one. Transparent thread. I like that. CD cases. I guarantee you there will be no real diamonds in my journal. Maybe the junk jewelry, I might find some things. Screening. I like screening. I like that idea. Crystals. Maybe the plastic ones. Lace. So there are a lot of things. Glue, dried glue, photo sleeves, clear vinyl, contact paper. Probably can't put my hands on binoculars. Mica sheets, I want to research that. Rain bonnets, nail polish, those are all things. Fish line, my brother probably has some. Clear glue, reflection, laminating sheets. Laminating sheets won't be too hard to get a hold of. Thermometer, page, water, pictures of transparent items. Sunglasses, I might be able to do something there. All right. Very cool. So we got a good list going here. I might have to think about it a little bit more and then start a page up. So I'm going to put that away for now. I'll move on. Gonna move on. And what am I going to do? I think I'll work on my bead postcards. Ooh, wait, what's this? Twisted here. You guys gave me a lot to think about. Now I need to think about how I want to approach it. I probably approach it a page at a time. And I probably will make it just right offhand. I may change my mind. Make it a miscellaneous themed. I may do nature on one page. I may do fabric on another page. I may do paper on another page. I'm talking about we've got the transparency, but I'm talking about the theme of the page. We'll want some objects in there for our focal images that are not transparent. And I was going to say, Somerset Magazine, I'm going to fold up my box. See, here's my box full of stuff here. Box full of stuff, transparent items. Somerset Magazine had an article on transparent journals, and I think it was in the last year or so. I can't tell you exactly what day it was. I think it was probably Somerset Studio. Oops, there's one that I dropped. I'm reaching for my bead cards. I'm going to start cutting these apart. I think I'll cut these apart. These I still have to do the labels. I got the bees painted on there. I put roses on these. I think I'll cut these apart and I need to start stamping them. Now The back's here. I've got the paint on the back. I'm going to be leaving those. These are going to be postcards I'm going to send to people. I can get 18 postcards out of a 9 by 8, 16 by 22, I think is the size of this watercolor paper. 18 by 22. I forgot the size of that watercolor paper. 18 by 24. I can't pull it out because it's so heavy. But it's a large sheet of watercolor paper. And watching Aunt Beck last night, they figured out how to get 10 ATCs out of a 9 by 12 sheet of paper. Maybe I should say, how many postcards can I get out of and have them redraw it for me, see if I can get any more. I'm looking for my cutting board. Come on, I know it's here. Come on, where's my cutting board? On the very bottom. So I'm going to, well, you know what? I probably just need my trimmer. We'll put it here just in case. Let's get this off of the table. Let's get this off of the table. Put my coffee aside. Good coffee. Thank you guys for all the suggestions for transparent items. That was really fun. I like making those lists. Let's get out my old trimmer with the, I think it has the, I'm reaching over here. It has the titanium blade in it. It does a better job of cutting this watercolor paper. I'd like to send out some thank yous to all the people who sent me Happy Mail. And that's where I was going with this, but that was 3 weeks ago, I think. I did this Be Happy postcard. Gosh, when did we do this? Several weeks ago. Well, I need to make sure I got it straight here. There. And I'm going to still not straight. I'm going to stamp the postcard after I cut it. That was one thing on my list I wanted to get yesterday because I had to go to town. I'm going to have to clear that off. Was titanium blades. I forgot them. I forgot my phone. I keep my list on my phone. I left my phone at home. That's really weird for me. I got halfway to town. I wasn't going to turn around and go back. But I go, where's my phone? I usually carry my phone with me when I go shopping. I left it at home. I'm going to have to edge these again. Maybe after I stamp them. I'm just chattering away because nobody else is chattering at me. I can't do this in a hangout. Hi, Marianne. Good morning. Good morning. No one said your parents abuse you. Now they would take you away because your parents didn't watch you. Yes. I don't know what you guys are talking with, but I agree with it. Let's see what. Oh, good night. Bye, Anya. Have a great day. Oh, we got the eyeglass lenses, Nancy. That's a good suggestion, though. Let's see, what are they talking about? Let me go back up. Have something floating in a baggie. I'm trying to think how we could do that. Have a kind of like a gel. That's a good idea, Beth. That really is a good idea. Have kind of like a soft gel in the baggie and have it floating when you squish it. I'm thinking glycerin, but I want something more solid than glycerin, kind of like a gel. Might have to go to cosmetics and look. Maybe well, I don't want to say a hair conditioner. Some sort of a gel that you could put something in that's clear. Maybe a soap. A soap would be good. And you'd have to seal your baggie real good. A clear soap, maybe. So if it baggie leaked, you just clean your journal. Oh, Mary, you must be tired. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning. I was up at 2. I was up. I was totally awake. I went to bed right after Aunt Beck's stream last night. Right after I posted my pictures, I went to bed. Oops. These are going to make nice postcards. And they only cost 35 cents to send. You know what else is transparent? My label maker, you can buy transparent backing, and you can do your labels on transparent label makers. So I could even put some transparent journaling in there. The lettering won't be transparent, but the labels will be transparent. So you could get transparent labels in there. Did I cut that enough? Be good, Mary. Be good. I really do like those titanium blades. They're good. They're good blades. I like them. I've had this one for a long time. I think I got the other one around here someplace because you buy them in packs of 2. You pay enough for them, but they're worth it. I haven't had to replace this one. The other one probably is about ready to be replaced because it's not a titanium on my other cutter. Okie dokie. I might even get some cards sent out here. I owe everybody. I was in that Beck's stream last night, and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the other one up too. I was in that Beck's stream last night, and she was asking who wants to trade ATCs with her, and I'm going, I want to, but I can't. I can't until I get my mailings done. I just cannot commit to more until I get my mailing done. Now, I think these I went ahead and did that honeycomb on these. Maybe I should do the honeycomb this morning. That's when I was working on it. I'd already cut this in half, and then I decided I needed to do honeycomb. Maybe I'll do that. I don't want to get my mat all painty. And I need to stamp on these and edge them. I think what I'll do is spray the back of these. Let's do that. That'll be fun to do with alcohol inks or, I'm waking my brother up. What time is it? 6:30. Let's spray the back of these. I think I'll spray them with my alcohol sprays. Just right here on this black paper. I'll get spray on everything. Let's try the blue because I got it here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Where's my... What do I have here that I can use? A magazine. We'll kind of try to protect the surroundings. This is just marker. This is just old markers that have been put in alcohol. Now it'll dry a little lighter. Ooh, I don't think I want to spray my phone. Although it's got a glass screen, which I appreciate. Let's do these a little bit more over here. Let's move this one over. I want to get a little bit more spray on this. I'm holding a magazine up so it doesn't go everything. I'm holding my magazine vertically, sort of like this. Let's spray this one. Kind of let it dribble on there too. I used a lot of it. I don't think I'm getting enough on this one that suit me. And since this is permanent ink, it'll dry. It will dry. And it won't run. It won't run. I'm going to dry it with my heat gun. If I can find my heat gun, that is. It's here. Sometimes when I can't find it, I go back to the plug-in. Follow the cord. They're pretty dry. So I need to edge them. Let's get out. I think I'm going to edge them either with my blue or my black. Where's the black? On the very bottom. And I'll probably have to re-ink this. I'll probably have to re-ink. Oh, that's the green. I'll probably have to re-ink my... I think the red fell. I'll probably have to re-ink my black before I stamp on the back. Let's go ahead and... Might have to re-ink it now. Actually, you know what I think I'll do? Forget that for a minute. I think I'll use my marker here. And where's my ruler? I'm going to send these out. I'm going to try to send them as thank yous for Happy Mail. You may get more than one postcard from me. I have those bird ones I'm doing too. I think it says have a great day on them. Let's put a sheet of... Just a minute. I gotta stand up and get what I need. Copy paper. I sat in a chair. I felt a really nice chair, something like the one I bought for $100 here recently. And I saw one similar to it at the thrift store for $10. I sat in it to see if it squeaked. I couldn't tell because there were so many people around. I almost bought it. But I would probably be frowned upon, like, where are you going to put the one you have now? How much did you pay for the one you have? And then I'd probably bring it home and it would probably squeak too, so I left it. But I'm still looking for a stool type thing. I think my chair squeaks because of the movable parts, the wheels and the back and that. I think I'm a stool, just like a little four-legged stool might work just as well. And I could sit on that for a couple hours. It isn't like I have to sit in it all day. I'm liking this. I am liking this. It really frames off these postcards. Let's do the edges here. Let's make them nice. I think this and the mailing projects were the only things I had left to do on that list I started last Friday night in my stream of things I needed to do. So I am getting there slowly. My mailing projects and snow globes, they're there. I'm going to get to them eventually. Oh dear. I guess I'm going this way. It's kind of hard for me to see while I'm streaming here. When I'm not streaming and I'm doing this, I can get my nose right up to it, but it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing while I'm streaming. Is Mary talking? She's talking. I can talk and talk and talk and talk. Okay, let's edge the back. Yeah, I got 18 of these to do. It's all Aunt Beck's fault. Aunt Beck got me started on these. And now I don't know if she did it last night or not, but she was talking painted envelopes. And I'm going, yeah, let's paint envelopes. Let's paint envelopes. And then I was tired and needed to go to bed. And I don't know if Aunt Beck stayed up and painted envelopes or not. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. What am I doing? This goes to my... Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. If we broke a thermometer when we were kids, I got that one. Let's see. We shine dimes with it too. Oh, the mercury? They're talking about thermometer mercury. Maybe that's what's wrong with it, Susan says. Oh, Susan, you're killing me this morning. I have to go, everyone. Oh, I think I said goodbye to Anya. So I played with mercury, was poisoned by carbon monoxide, fell down the stairs many times. I wonder if I'm lucky and don't know it. Susan, you're killing me with your humor this morning. Oh, yeah, hit by a car on your bike? Oh, my. Marianne, good morning, Marianne. I think we said good morning. Mom said, and no one said your parents abused you. Now they would take you away because your parents didn't watch you. Oh, they said good morning to Marianne, Elise. Hi, Azure. Good morning. I've been just rattling off here, doing my postcards and everything. This page is from yesterday at Aunt Beck's. I feel like I've seen this before. Oh, these bees. I did these bees in one of Aunt Beck's live streams. We did a dirty dozen, and bees was one of the prompts, but it's been a few weeks ago, and I want to make postcards out of it, and I got so far, and then I put them down because I got distracted. Roesta says, hi, Azure and Marianne and Mom and Susan and Elise. Mary, glitter. Glitter. Yes, hand sanitizer. Hi, Holly. Good morning, Holly. Ruby's in the house. Susan says, hand sanitizer, but the alcohol might eat through the baggie. It comes in a plastic. I think, glitter to float. I'm still thinking soap. I'm thinking a clear liquid soap. We want something that's spongy and pushy. I don't know if you can get a clear hand cream. Susan messaged me. I'll check you after chat, Susan. Let's see. I thought a hand sanitizer. What's she trying to float in gel? We need the gel. We got all kinds of things to float. Azure, you missed it. I made a list of transparent items for my journal. You'll have to go back and listen to the list if you're curious, or at least look at the last. I got almost 2 pages of things for the transparent items for clear hair gel or goop, Holly says. Now that might work. Anything with alcohol in it will evaporate, I think, even if we put it in a baggie. I'm not so sure that would last too long. We'll have to try different things. Mary, I love those beads. Okay, Marianne. I've got 18 of them. Azure, she's thinking of anything transparent for a journal and what kind of clear gel she could use. Like to put in a baggie. This is really Beth's idea. Beth said water. I said water will leak. Beth has given us all sorts of prompts this morning of things. Thank you, Vanessa. She says, lovely cards. Hand sanitizer comes in clear plastic. It would be okay in a baggie. Well, yeah, it might. We could probably float this. I got a big, something, glitter might float in here. I think Beth was saying glitter to float. Yeah, I think it might. You'd have to get a pretty good seal on your baggie, but that might work. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, we'll try that. We want it squishy. Let's see. Janet, good morning, Janet. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Holly. Janet says, hi, Kendra. Good morning, Kendra. Use Gorilla packing tape to tape it up real good. Okay. We're going to try it. I mean, it might be the most fun thing in that whole journal, huh? Janet's saying good morning to everybody. Baby oil in a baggie. That might work too. Good morning, Violet. Elena says, hi, Janet. Ezra says, glycerin will last too. I have a gallon of that here. It's like 2 years old. I got a gallon of glycerin, but it's up in Wisconsin. And it's at least 3 years old because I've been down here 3 years. Oh, dear me. Such is life of a Nebraska lady, I guess you could say. I think this transparent journal is going to be fun. Now, it's not going to be anything that I'm going to start tomorrow and finish next week. It'll be something that I work on page by page. But you guys, and we'll get ideas along the way. I think it's going to grow into something really fun. Of course, you can join me at your own risk. It's not a project. It's not a project where I'm expecting anybody to join me. But I mean, like, it's not a challenge or anything like that. But if you want to join in and do some transparent pages, maybe even your own journal or or play with things or give me ideas, hey, I'm open for it. Beth and I were going to do it as a hangout, but things have changed, so we're not doing the hangout. So we will be doing another hangout, though. We will be doing a hangout of something. And Linda McAllister, I think they're flying back. I think that they're flying back to the Netherlands. I think they left on Tuesday. So I wonder, I was thinking about her this morning. I was thinking that this needs to be glued down. I was thinking that they're probably home by now. Or at least Penn is probably home. I'm going to glue that flower down. That's the one thing about Happy Mail and me. Well, I moved my wastebasket way across the aisle there. Sometimes worry about the art that I send out. How it's good when I do it, but then things come up. Things come up like my collage papers. I collaged these roses down, and there you go. I'm going to set this one aside and let it dry. Go to another one here. I don't know why that one came up. The others were fine. Oh, well. Let's move that glue bottle. It's in my way. Don't you remember these bees? Is Mary working on ATCs? No, these were the bees from about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We made postcards. And this was an Aunt Beck Dirty Dozen project. And we did postcards. And I got so far with them, and then I got distracted, and I want to finish them because I want to send out thank yous. You guys keep sending me Happy Mail. And I got Happy Mail from Beth yesterday, and it's in the other room. And I don't want to get up and go get it. So I'll open it. Either. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow morning. Depends on how I feel. Or tomorrow night. You'll probably see me streaming quite a bit now. Now that I'm not doing the Zoom stuff, you may be seeing me stream. And it will probably be early in the mornings like this. I'm not planning on streaming at hours during the day or evening. But you might be seeing me do an unlisted stream during the day and just letting it go public. You might be seeing me do that. So you might be seeing more videos and streams from me. If I do streams other than my Tuesday and Thursday and Friday, those are my consistent streams. Everything else, like yesterday morning, everything else is all impromptu. I may or may not. I got so much to do. I could stream and do art every day, 8 hours a day for 2 years and not be done. But that's what makes it fun. What are you guys talking about? The blue and the yellow together, the bees. Remember I repainted those bees on there? They were hornets. And I painted out the postcards. And then I repainted the bees by looking at Becky. You may have not been in. I think I did that during a stream, an early morning stream. You may not have been in here, Becky or Janet. Mary, show your page from last night. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where's my journal? Where did I put that big old fat journal? Where did my journal go? I set it down. Hold it. My journal floated away from me. Did I put it behind the wastebasket here? Is it behind the wastebasket? No. It's not behind the chair. Oh, there it is. All right, hold the phone. I got to turn my chair around. The page from last night. Well, the light kind of glares on this page. The light kind of glares on the page, but I'll show it. And I did it right here at the, right here in the center. Oh, can you see it? The light is glaring on it. This is my little paper doll. I kind of code it that way. That's what makes me smile. Was the Tim Holtz paper doll. That was the last prompt that Becky gave me a new prompt on, something that makes you smile. And I said, Tim Holtz paper dolls make me smile. So I don't really use these men paper dolls, but that may change. I got a project coming up with those. It won't be a journal, but it'll be a project where I'm going to use some of these. I'm accumulating men paper dolls and from the Tim Holtz packages that I don't really use, because I use the women and children. The men and the brides and the grooms, I don't use those paper dolls so much, but I wanted to use him to use him up. And one of the prompts was to use green or teal. And I colored this gray paper doll, his suit, I colored it blue and it turned green. So I put gold on it. And then he reminded me of a leprechaun. Because if you could see this in real life, this is kind of like a greenish color in here. Still kind of looks gray green on here to you guys, or at least it does in my screen. But then I put that gold on it, and I had the gold on really thick, and I didn't like it, so I scraped some gold off. So now it looks like he fell in a mud puddle of gold, in a barrel of gold paint. But he's happy. He's happy. He makes me smile. And here are the dots and the washi tape. And I really do have the other prompts. That's one thing I like about filming my Dirty Dozens. I was too tired to set it up last night. But when I do a Dirty Dozen and work along with you guys and actually film it while I'm working, you can see where I put on the first layers, the blue dots. I had blue dots, and then the second prompt was lines. And so I connected all my dots by drawing lines, and I started getting a very geometric page, and I didn't like that at all. By the time I got to the fourth or fifth prompt, I need to scrape paint, please. And so one of the prompts was, I think, add black. And so I used my black fusion paint here in the background. The quote, the prompt for the add words or quote was, be true to yourself and you cannot be false to any man. And that's a Shakespeare quote. So there's my page from last night. It's on Instagram. It's on my community tab. And I posted it in Aunt Beck's group. That was fun to do. I love the Dirty Dozens. I love the Pick Tens. And Beth, I'm wanting to play your bingo game. That is so cool. I want to play your bingo game sometime when you're doing your art games. I like to play along with Lisa, do her Pick Tens, and I like to play along with Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozens. Is Aunt Beck in the room by any chance? I didn't see her come in. She must be sleeping late this morning. I'll bet Scott got home late. I don't know. I had to leave. I was getting tired. After I got done, I left and I posted my picture, and then I went to bed. I went to sleep, and I woke up at 2:00 in the morning. It's ready to go. Ready and raring to go. How's your society of... Hi, Galena. Hi, Susan. Good morning. My Society of Idea Collectors, I really have kind of incorporated that in with my other journals. I don't really have a Society of Idea Collector journal anymore. I kind of like if I do a list, and I should do that because we just did a list this morning, Galena. We did a list of transparent items that I could put in my transparent journal. I'll put hashtag SOIC on it. Or when I was doing those Fibsville sketches, not Fibsville, the Fibs Sketch a Day, I put hashtag sketch a day on it. So I really don't have a separate journal anymore for my Society of Idea Collectors. I've just kind of incorporated it into my, because I have a journal every month now. I've been making monthly journals, which is really fun. And the same way with Susan's in here, the December daily. This year, when I do the December daily, I'm not going to do it as a separate journal. I'm going to do it as my December monthly journal. And I'll call it a December daily, but it will be my December journal. And I'll probably get it done because I've been just about completing all my journals so far this month. I should probably go back and take the others and put them into a journal like these because I didn't finish last year's. It's still hanging out there. And the year before I sort of finished, but I need to bind it. What are y'all talking about? Let's see. We said hi to Susan, Bingo Beth, Saturday night, bingo prompt game at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, I'll write it down on my calendar. Saturday night at 7 p.m. Saturday. Now I'll be home before then. Saturday is my 50th year class reunion. I'm not going because I made other plans. But there's a town down in southern Nebraska, not too far from where my parents used to live. And they have this festival every year called a Lady Vesterly Festival. I think I told you guys about her. There was an article about her in our Nebraska Life magazine. And what caught my eye, I knew about her from before, but what caught my eye in this article was it said she was a reluctant retiree. I'm going, oh, a lady after my own heart. She's gone now. She was, you know what? I have to look up the exact years of her life, but she's passed away. But she was from this town in southern Nebraska called Superior, and her father passed away. Well, I don't know if she went to the University of Nebraska or she went to another university. She ended up in Chicago, and she had stenographer skills. I don't know where she picked that up. I don't know the whole life story. I have to research her more. But anyway, one of the stenographers in the company where she was working in Chicago was sick, and so she filled in. That's just paint on there. And she met this Duke or Count or somebody from England, and eventually they got married, and so she became a lady. It's kind of like, what is it, Meghan Markle or something? And from a little town here in Nebraska. And so they celebrate her. I think she had something to do with the hospital that they have here in that town, the Memorial Hospital. I think she contributed to its funding. And then there's a Victorian home. But the reason I want to go Saturday, they're having a festival on Saturday. And the reason I want to go is they have a display, like I won't say a gallery showing, but they have a display of teapots. And I want to go and see that display of teapots. And if they'll let me, I want to do a video of it. I don't know if I can do a live stream, but I'm going to ask them if I can video it. They may not let me. They may not let me because, you know, some of those places don't like you filming stuff. But if they'll let me, I want to film that. I think that would be fun. Teapots, tea bags for the transparency. Yes, we'll add tea bags to our transparency list. Yes, I am, Susan. This August. You hit it on the nail head. Yes, I am. You could easily find out my age. I'll be 68 this summer. I'm not ashamed of my age. We are older and smarter. Well, I don't know about the smarter. We've learned a lot in our life, haven't we? I don't know if I'm any smarter, but we're more experienced. Let's put it that way. I have a lot more experience than I did at 17. I'm a little bit wiser. I don't know, wiser. I'm more experienced. I don't know if that equates to wisdom. Oh, dear me. Janet said, my cousin had a collection of teapots. They lined the top of his kitchen cabinets. So pretty and so unique. Yeah, I can't wait to see these. And they have a lot of Victorian, well, I shouldn't say a lot. They have a home tour that they're doing of the Victorian homes down there. Now, it's a small town. It's probably about the size of Phippsville, to tell you the truth. It's probably about 6,000, maybe 7,000. They got a farming community, you know, so they have people coming in from the country. But I think that town may be about 6,000, maybe. I'll have to look up the population. And by the way, the population of Phippsville was 7,488 Friday night. This morning, let's go to my home page here. Let's go to my subscriber count. This morning it's 7,497. Oh, I gained some. It was down. It went down and now it's gone back up again. It was up. I was up to 7,500 and then I lost about 5. Now I've gained 2 back. So I'm at 7,497 now. So of Phippsville, this is our population of the town of Phippsville, is the number of subscribers I have on my channel. Oh, dear. Oh, and I want to talk about that. They had a Creator Insider video out. Let me go back to they had a Creator Insider video out where they tell us all things that are going to happen in YouTube. And they are going to, if you're over 1,000 subscribers, they aren't going to show an accurate count of subscribers to the public. Like if I got 7,497, they may say it's 7,450 or 7,400. They aren't going to give they'll show it to you in your video creator area. But they're not going to show the exact count to the public. And I wonder why. I don't know what the reasoning is. We'll know it in our channel area on our dashboards and that, but we won't know it. I mean, we can't look. Like I could not go to Barb's channel and say, or to Susan's channel, or to Jerry's channel, or to anybody's channel and say they have a certain number of subscribers, because it'll be rounded up or rounded down, probably rounded down too. I don't think they'll round up. I don't think they would round my 7,497 subscribers up to 7,500 or my 7,497 up to 7,500. I don't think that they do that. I think they'll probably round it down, and they'll probably round it down by hundreds. I don't know that for a fact, but I do know that that was one of the things. They didn't say why, they just said it was happening. Let's see, what else are you guys chatting about? That's too many sevens. Here, Galena, I'm going to show your message. I'm going to try to get my channel going in the next couple. Oh, good, Galena. When you get your channel up and going, come in and let us know. Come in and we'll do a shout out for you. Galena has the sweetest little girl. How's she doing, Galena, your little one? Azure says, why are they wasting time doing that stuff? I don't know, Azure. I have no idea the reasoning behind some of the things they do. I'm just a little lady out here in Nebraska who's got white hair. There's so many other things that they can work to fix. Well, I think a part of it, Azure, to tell you the truth, I think a part of it is because they work in teams. Just like any other company, YouTube has different teams. Some teams work on this, some teams work on that, some teams work on monetization, some teams supposedly work on the help team, you know? And so when something like this that is actually going through, that may be a team that's actually getting their work done and they have time to do something like that. I don't know that, but I do know from the business world that some teams are more productive than other teams. She just had her 15-month checkup. Ah, sweet. Galena is on Instagram and Twitter. And she's showing some pictures of her little one. So cute. Let's see, Janet said, Lisa now has a community tab. She posted a poll. Yeah. Lisa is starting to post on her community tab. So if you want to go tell Lisa at My Eclectic Life, Janet, you can drop a link if you want to tell Lisa what you want to see on her channel. She's asking you. That's too many sevens. Hi, good looking honky. Huh. Hello there. Are you an artsy person? This is an art stream. I'm getting about ready to, I'm just chatting with you guys and framing out my postcards. I'm getting about ready to leave. Her screenshot is frozen. I may need to refresh. Did I freeze? Did I freeze? I only have 2 teapots. I wish I had more. I don't have some in storage. I don't really remember collecting a lot of teapots, but I want to go see those. Susan, I need my coffee. Thank you, Janet. It won't even let me type hunky. Ray said she's not frozen. Janet said she refreshed. I was telling everyone to stream, Galena says. Well, I'm not so sure that you belong in here good looking. I'm not so sure that you belong in here. Just be good. I'm not going to boot you out unless you do something really ornery, but I'm getting ready to close it down anyway, close my stream out. No, we don't go hungry in Nebraska. Nope. Oh, dear me. We're a farming state. We don't go hungry here. We probably take good care of our hungry people here, too. We have food banks. Lisa has a community tab. Let's see. You'll leave, but you won't disrespect me. Well, thank you. Thank you for not disrespecting any of us here. Bye. Have a great day. We wish you well. You won't buy? Well, you know what? I'm going to end the stream. I usually end it about this time anyway. So I don't feel like blocking anybody this morning. I've had enough of it. So I'm going to close down my stream and wish you all a really good day. Have a great day, everybody. It's getting about time I close down anyway. Bye, Galena. Have a great day. Here I'm sitting here waving to Galena. You can't see me wave. I'm sitting here waving to her. So everybody have a really great day. If you have some time, do some art.